Today we're reviewing an Emissary IV. In today's review we talk a lot about soul awareness, making sure to be planning your build, looking at the shop while you're dead. We talk a lot about playing builds that are more farm focused, how you should play those, when or if you should be farming more and when you should be farming more. And then we also talk a lot about focusing on confirms and denies and making sure you aren't giving orbs up for free. On Midnight, I was a top 10 Mirage and I'm a Wash Deadlock coach. If you want free coaching, all you have to do is join the Discord linked in the description and join one of the daily raffles. If you like the video, you know what to do, and I hope you enjoy.
Oh, we should look for a deny on the left minion who is about to die. That's way too ego in a melee. We should not melee in their face like that, especially into a Haze who should be sleep first, and she should just sleep us and get a free melee, which is, you know, we don't have to do it's not even a 50-50 for the soul orb because you have advantage. Like, we don't have to risk a 20% chance of being denied, and in turn we take like 200 damage, so it's, well, probably like 150. 120, but either way, the point is it's not worth the risk at all. Also because you should at least get shot in the head for that. Oh yeah, I watched Inception. I started the movie 30 minutes after it started, and I watched it in Fortnite. So like, you don't even know that half of how confusing that movie is if you're watching it in fucking Fortnite and you're starting 30 minutes into the movie. That was an interesting time. We should be, I think we're finding a build, I would assume. This seems like looking for a build moment. Or IRL CC. Yeah, there we are. I like the stupid Ivy looks when she stands still. Oh, someone should out high docker. Fuck, I'll do it. I don't care enough. He always likes being here when there's Ivy reviews, though. Careful, I wouldn't farm this. Yeah, I was gonna say, without Kutsu, it's way too risky to farm this when they have way... Well, I mean, they don't really have prio, but they definitely are, you know, in your face and can hear you on it. Yep, I like Stoneform on camp. A lot of IVs are afraid to Stoneform a camp. It is good to do, especially when you need the healing. So I'm glad to see we drop it on camp. Went into Kutsu, pinged him. Thank you, son. We were very like loose on the confirms. Let me add that. IV confirms. Confirm / denies. Okay. Okay. I generally main Ivy, but I've never been a fan of Gun Ivy. Really. I mean, I like Gun Ivy. I've played both. I like Gun Ivy. I mean, I also like Spirit Ivy, but Spirit Ivy, what I like about Gun Ivy is it feels more 3D, if that makes sense. Spirit Ivy just feels very flat. This is a good poke. Don't throw your Kutsu. Don't. Well, okay, on shop it's fine. I actually do like it on shop. I was gonna say, throwing it right there is bad because you're just essentially wasting a cooldown for like 20 damage on a very powerful ability and very powerful wave clearing ability. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so you are using confirm cast. I talked about this before. The TLDR of why you should use instant cast and not confirm cast. First off, it just actually you might be using quick cast and you just held it there. I guess we'll see. But the reason you should use insta cast first off is because if it's an ability that like targets someone, it like shows a little icon under them to remind you have it / the item. If it's like curse, rescue beam, whatever, it shows a little icon under whoever you could use it on, and it reminds you. And then secondly, like if Moan Kroll does an example, if you play Moan Kroll, there's a lot of times where you'll press ult and then they'll walk out of range before you left click, so it just gets that like instant reaction time. Yeah, I can't tell if it's quick, that's fair, but I can't tell if it's quick or confirmed. I'll have to see them throw another Kutsu. But, you know, if I'm giving the spiel, I gotta give a little spiel. It does also look like we're getting IRL CC'd fairly often, which is a little unfortunate. I mean, it should definitely be... Does Ivy even have any other abilities that are... Or her ult should be insta-cast 100%. We do not want Ivy ults on quick cast or confirm cast. But we will see when she ults. Yeah, I mean, you're doing a great job shoving in wave. This is where I see a lot of, like, I mean, Emissary is, like, average elo. But where I see a lot of, like, middle / lower elo players struggle. Like, yeah, right now you're making a mistake. Like, right now, like, looking at their HP bars, they're both, you know, 60, 70% HP. You aren't going to kill them under tower. You maybe get a little poke, but you also aren't going to be able to siege tower because, you know, it's into a wraith. Like, you know, she shoots you, she throws cards. You know, haze sleep, scary as well. You aren't gonna be able to siege tower right now. You're not even trying to. You're standing at bridge. What you should be doing right now, instead of these like talk shots and maybe you get a deny, is you should be box routing. You should be pushing the soul advantage a different way. You should grab these boxes, jump up here, grab these boxes, grab these two, come back. Something as simple as that. Or grab the bridge buff that just spawned. Be very nice, be a good timer. We do go for it, which is good. We, you know, for your elo, it's I'm glad you're reacting to bridge buffs. That's a good point to be at. I don't think you have to really learn like pre-learn bridge buff timings, or be like constantly checking your timer until you're, or well, not you shouldn't. I don't think you need to be until you hit Phantom, is what I mean to say. So I'm glad we did react to it. My point is, like, right now when you shove in well, actually you should kill another wave. But when you're shoving in wave, you need to be using that advantage. You need to be pushing that advantage. If you have dive/kill potential on them, then you stay and try to shoot them or dive them. If you know, want to siege Guardian, you can buy monster rounds and hit Guardian. I think you're saving for Tesla, right? This is the Highdocker build. Oh yeah, you're using the Highdocker build. It'd be great to get Highdocker in here. I don't know if he's available, but yeah, you're definitely saving for Tesla. So this is the Highdocker build. Like, yeah, this is good hitting tower. The one thing I would say is when you're sieging tower like this, monster rounds does feel really nice. Also, I don't know. I thought that Wraith was just getting chunked. Oh, maybe she was just already low. But I also missed that fight. If that was actually going on. Let's see. I mean, yeah, I like the siege. We should be a little careful. Yeah, once we see her boosting back, just be ready to Stoneform our ult. She doesn't have kill potential on us without ulting. Oh, this is bad pathing though. We need to be like routing towards Veil. She should be ulting us right now. When she, okay. So that's a bad Stoneform because now you're in danger of being ulted by her. I believe the reason she wasn't ulting before is because she knew you had Stoneform. Oh, we do have Ivy ult on. Yeah, we're using confirm cast. Yeah, we definitely should at the minimum switch Ivy ult to instacast. But also, the reason you see, what was I talking about? Oh, the reason she wasn't ulting you is because she knew you had Stoneform. So when she walks into your face like that, she should be ulting because you don't have time to react if she's like inside your hitbox. And so we should be putting ourselves in a position where she can get, you know, our hitboxes clipping. Oh god. That is unfortunate. We should, oh, we don't have Stoneform. We might need to ult out of this. Yeah, there goes Wraith. I fairly expected dive. I would say we should just be ulting. Like, after we, I mean, not even after we Stoneform, just like when we're here, just walk up ult. Fairly predictable dive. Oh yeah, no point into Stoneform. Oh no, there's a point into Stoneform. We just don't have a T2. Wait, no, our first point went into Stoneform, I believe. Although that might have gone into Cutscene and then Stoneform, but there definitely was a point where we were 1 point Cutscene, 1 point Stoneform. Going into ult 2, okay. Yeah, this is definitely Highdocker. Wait, okay, we're gonna buy Tesla, right? We have enough money. This is definitely a Highdocker build. There's nothing else you'd be saving for unless you're like, is insane. And Highdocker goes mag and regen, or not regen, mag and health, so I'm assuming it has to be Highdocker, right? Yeah, now we're going to shop to buy our Tesla. A little late to notice, and we definitely should have looked at shop while we were dead. Yeah, there's Tesla. Okay. Look at shop while dead slash shopping or slash souls. Okay. Because there definitely should be a general like soul awareness and awareness of like, you know, I mean, it's excusable to like lose track of souls. It's not excusable to die and not, or to die and not buy. Like, you should always be checking your checking your soul count when you die and seeing if there's anything you can buy, or just planning your build. Yeah, that does suck that you aren't, or that you have all your replays are expired. But I feel like, yeah, I haven't coached a Spirit Ivy. I don't even know if I've coached Spirit Ivy since like in like 5 months. I think the last Spirit Ivy I've coached, I think, was genuinely 5 months ago. It's been a minute. No, that's not true. I coached one like last week. Okay, I'm going crazy. We used our boost. I think that was our boost, right? Yeah, that was our boost. That was kind of just a complete waste of our boost. I don't know what the idea was, but it was very much wasted and no reason to use it there. A little late on the confirms, but I'm glad we are confirming. He threw a Katsu at their church. Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, I honestly would even, like, I play with Katsu on Instacast. It's also just the type of thing where, like, people who don't play it very much on Instacast, I think, like, oh, you know, with, like, Geist Bomb or Ivy Katsu. Like, if I use Instacast, I'm gonna, like, miss it a lot. And, like, when they use it, they do miss it a lot. And they're like, oh, like, this, it's easier if you can just see where it lands. But you just get used, like, if you just play, like, 10 games on the character on Insta, you just get used to the hitbox. You just get, like, comfortable with, yeah, way too early of a stone form. But you just get very used to the hitbox and like how much it yeah, I'm glad we are dropped out now. That's perfect. Then we should just throw it at wave, try to stall them, yeah. We should grab that bag. I don't love escalating resilience rush. I mean, yeah, I'm running a dove here. We did not respect our Guardian's HP falling. Should not be trying to grab zip there. Very risky. Okay, you're good though. I mean, escalating resilience is good into their comp because, you know, I assume Fern's gonna build gun and they have Haze. Wraith? Fern's building gun, right? Yeah. But escalating resilience this early isn't good. Escalating resilience should come out later and also you have a bit more, like, a bit more burst in you. Like, normally escalating resilience comes out after burst fire. Because after burst fire, you just basically insta-stack it. I would not recommend... I mean, in general, I would not recommend rushing escalating resilience, and I definitely would not recommend... what's the word I'm looking for? I would definitely not recommend buying it before burst fire. I don't really find an issue with confirm cast on Ivy solely because I barely get issues with micro. Well, I mean, again, confirm cast isn't... I mean, on Katsu, it doesn't really matter if you're on confirm cast or instacast. It is like a small... Like, if you're using QSR on your Katsu, which is fair... this is so stupid. Which is fairly normal. Yeah, good old. It is fairly... Like, those like literal milliseconds of the time it takes for you to... Your key press to go up and down, it's like 13 milliseconds on average. I'm guessing because of when or for me it's 13 milliseconds because of when I have to use my, how I have to do my alternate cast. I have to have it on 14 because 13 is too short. But anyway, the point is, that can, like, really matter. Like, it sounds so small, but that, like, those 13 milliseconds of, like, not shooting someone for QSR or whatever can matter a decent, like, they definitely can matter. But also, it's very hyper micro to say you, like, have to use instacast on it, because with quick cast, you know, it's not like you're going to get the icon under them that you would with, like, Shivult or something with, like, quick cast versus instacast. Although, obviously, you'd always play with Shivult on Insta. Yep. Katsu. Okay. Now we're going to buy... Also, are we maxing Katsu? I assume we are. We have no... Like, we're maxing Katsu for... The reason you max Katsu in Hidocker's build is because you want to farm. He has a very greedy playstyle. And he just wants to get all of the farm in him, and all of the only freaks use Shivult on confirm. Yeah, it's, I mean, yeah, that's, yeah, it definitely is a choice. But buy Fortitude. Fortitude's good. Good damage, good sustain, strong item. Definitely should have come out before escalating. But I was gonna say is we're buying a lot of T3s. Like, we should probably have some other, like, you know, at least a purple, like, at least something just like an extra charge. Or, like, I mean, here, I have Hidocker's build on Ivy, I believe. Oh, I can't see it, though. But I know it has. I mean, actually, it does go purple. Does it not spec any purples in the early game? Oh, actually, it might not. And you just rely on base Katsu damage. We should be sliding while farming this camp. I mean, your farming is very good for your elo. Like, it's very rare to see someone stone form a camp while reloading at this elo. Honestly, don't even really see it in, like, higher elos like Phantom. So it's great. It's great to see. Mercurial is pretty nice on Ivy because of how much the character gets when it comes to damage. Just got in and my phone died, so I came home. Okay, no worries. You can always, I mean, I assume you're the coachee. You can always return to the VOD. which will be on Twitch for 2 weeks, and I'm probably gonna. This is probably the first time I'm actually uploading to YouTube on the VODs channel again. Anyway, Hideocker doesn't run any purple early, but I think about adding in something. Yeah, you can honestly talk to him about it. He's in my server. He's very active, like in my server. He's like one of my quote unquote assistant coaches. Like you could just talk to him about it, like why he doesn't, and get his thought process on it. Now let me add him and actually ask. I'm sure because this is gonna be. I think this is gonna be a YouTube video, so it'd be nice to get his opinion on it by the end of the game. Hideocker. Oh wait. Let me. I'm not leaking DMs, right? Okay, let me DM him. If not, I will. Okay, I need to fucking pause the game. Well, whatever. Yeah, he's offline. He's not here. Unlucky. But I will ask him and put it in post in the notes if I remember. Smile. But I don't quite know his thought process on it. But it would like I don't know. I feel like when I play Ivy, when I play his gun Ivy build, I do like having extra charge just for farm. But also we need to be sliding more. You're very slide light. Yeah. Arcane Surge is also a very strong and good item. I agree. I would not mind seeing Arcane Surge. Although it is, you know, a little pricey. Abrams rushes return fire, really. Yeah, I like the ulta chase. We should be reloading when we ult. Oh, we did reload. I just heard the noise. Perfect. And then we're going to cut him off, I assume? Maybe? I mean, 9 times out of 10, he's going to route out here. If we want to cut him off, we just wait up here and he's going to, like, pop his fucking stupid blue head. Oh, no, he didn't. I don't know why he's routing like that. I guess he's afraid of someone cutting him off. Fair play to him. Would have juked me. I also accidentally queued up escalating without selling Titanic. I see. Okay. Yeah, I mean that's true. It is. Arcane Surge is just such a strong item in general, but yeah, it is. It is great stats for Katsuing. And I guess yeah, Stoneform ability range on Stoneform doesn't hurt either. It's a little light, but it's fine. But yeah, if you watch Hideocker play, he is very, very, like... What the fuck was that hook interaction? He is very, very, like, slidey. Like, this build is made to, like, constantly slide. Also, because right now you don't have a, like, reloader item. Which, I don't even know if his build has a base reload item in it, but you should be buying one. Like, either QSR or, I think right now he prefers active reload. Which, you know, I see the vision for. The lifesteal does feel nice. But either way, you should be building eventually some kind of reload item. Yeah, duration, I mean, the thing about duration for like, oh, I guess you're talking about just buying T1 duration. The thing about that is that Ivy doesn't have much melee damage at base. Ivy has the lowest base melee damage in the game. You can like I don't know the exact numbers, but it's 100% the lowest base melee damage in the game. I think it's something like 90 on a heavy melee. I don't know, 94. I'm probably off with my numbers, but it is so going. You know, investing in that heavy melees is not the greats. People were scared of the Thomp Block. Yeah, they just like gutted Thomp Block the second he was remotely viable. Which like I mean, I get that they don't want Thomp Block to be viable, but I also feel like Ivy having no melee damage is a little rough. 94 base? Oh shit, I actually got it. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, Thomp Block, I mean, that is relative. If I see someone in my game using Thomp Block, like, I consider them trolling, but you know, it's also, like, fun. I don't, like, yell at people for having fun in this game, you know? Like, it's definitely, like, if there was a quote, like, there was an actual ranked mode and someone played Thomp Block in my ranked game, I might tilt a little. But, like, in the, you know, since everything's ranked / unranked, we should be aired. Since everything, let me finish my thought first. Since everything is ranked or unranked, I don't really care. But also, to move more efficiently, you should be diagonally air dashing, not just, like, horizontally air dashing. You always want to air dash with two directional keys. Normally, like, W and D or W and S. It's better than just dashing in a straight line. Trying to ult Bebop, but we can't catch him. Oh god. Yeah, holy shit, he evaporated. Oh god. Yeah, you're gonna buy Arcane Surge. Yeah, it'd be nice to try. I mean, like I said, you can also just talk about Hideocker. Like, he's pretty happy to, like, explain his thought processes and such. I have a particular Ivy build that has Thomp Wax solely because it's hilarious if you're fed. Yeah, fair enough. Our Valkyrie's fine. Glad we're defending this Walker. We can't really shove because Vistus is here. Oh, she's just gonna die. Great stone form. Ow, she gets her TP off. That sucks that stone form that doesn't stun. If we ult, she dies too. We need to get out though. Probably do shop jump to get out, right? We're going TP. Yeah, we're doing shop jump. Perfect. No, we're not. Are we? We're just buying. I'm honestly surprised we weren't chased there. We're very isolated. That sucks. Our stone form doesn't clip the Wraith though. But great Katsu. I don't know why she just face tanked that. Let's see. Yeah, now we have burst fire. Oh, also well, I mean, I mentioned this before, but you said your phone was dead. It's you shouldn't be buying escalating resilience before burst fire, because burst fire makes it stack so much more quickly. Let's see. Okay, I don't know why he didn't press dash, but I guess we just say TY. Oh, you aren't. What's your farm right now compared to your team? Yeah, you aren't farming enough for this build. The thing about the High Docker build is like it's not okay. It's not bad if you're like neutral with your team, but like the way you really have to play for it to be like really really good is like super farm hungry and like selfishly. Like we need to spend a lot of time in our jungle just like shooting the fucking camp side. Wait one sec, I'll read that in 1 second. Great parry. We get our kill, I love it. Yeah, 1 for 1, could be worse. From the diagonal air dashes, do you aim your camera 45 degrees towards the direction you want to go? Your camera doesn't, where your camera is doesn't. Well, okay, your camera, okay. Your camera matters. Yeah, you aim at 45 degrees till you want to go. The reason, yeah, I mean, I can show it. It's not like, I feel like it's not really that complicated though. Like, it's not like you have to aim your camera a certain way. You just like diagonal air dash and you go faster. And then just make sure you angle your cameras. Like, I guess it would be 45 degrees away, so you go where you want to. But yeah, it is, I do believe it is multiple velocity vectors adding up, although I'm not. Okay, I want to look at exactly what you got cut out there. Yeah, but it's also, again, it's just type of thing where if you just practice, like, you just go into the like a custom and do it for like 2 minutes, and you'll like understand. It is hard to notice that it's faster though. Did we get Walker? Oh, this is where we greed. Why are we greeding here? Yeah, there's no reason to greed there. You're never gonna be able to hit the like siege into Viscous. Like that greed is greedy, but okay if you have ult. It's very bad when you don't for this exact reason. We should be more focused on like when our ult's up. Ivy split is very strong when she has ult up, and when she doesn't, it's like kind of mid. My throat is fucking chopped. One. Oh, it's the fucking replay glitch smile. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for the timer to tick out because I do not want to risk pressing forward and watching it like tweak. Also got to set up. I'm slouching so much. I'm not really experiencing the game, but I did see he's trying to combo. But I did see that he's trying to combo ult with Stoneform, but you need to like, you need to be a lot faster and closer to the floor to make it connect. Oh yeah, well I don't. I wasn't looking at that heavy. The combo is pretty simple. You don't have to be that close to the floor, but you do have to make sure you hit the Stoneform when they're like bounced up by your ult, and then you also, obviously want them to be in the Katsu, and that's when you put in the work. I'll pay attention to it next time they do the combo. We should be shopping. Whenever we're saving for a 6k item, the second we hit 6.4k, we should be immediately beelining shop. Like, if we're routing this way, we need to go to our base. Does look like we are. I mean, you have one dead, so you obviously can't run Urn now. Fuck, I'm starting to get a headache. Probably the consequence of not eating. And it's like 6. You just got back from a pedicure, Swento? We need to shop right now. Just shop before this fight. There's no reason not to. Okay, we're gonna do the combo now. We do. Okay, I mean, the vision of the combo is good. It just, our ult just slightly doesn't catch her. We do get the kill though. Get a pretty decent bag. Kind of aiming at her feet, but it's not that bad. Also, wait, what do you mean next segment, Swento? We call mids. Kelvin dying stuff. I like it since Vindicta's respawning. It sucks your Kelvin doesn't win that fight though. Kelvin winning that fight would make such a big difference. If you're super close to the floor, you can always make it connect to the way Stoneform drag works. Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, I do know on Ivy ult you want to, like, try to hug the floor. Yeah, I mean, I think mid-call is the right play. Sucks your team doesn't follow up. Really sucks your Kelvin dies, but you do still have 4. And, like, they don't have Fernal to steal. You have Ivy Stoneform to guarantee. Yeah, Glass Cannon. Don't know why I forgot this in the build. Glass Cannon Glass Cannon is a goodbye. You're doing well, too. I'm not one of the people, well, I don't know. I need to look at more numbers, but I'm not one of the people that believes Glass Cannon is like a goated item even if you're 0-20. But I do think if you're getting any amount of kills, it is good. But I think if you're literally not getting a single stack, it's not a good item. But that's just my opinion. I do also, again, I do still think it's like a strong item even if you're like getting like 2 stacks. Because it does give like the highest base weapon damage in the game. Glass Cannon, well, the thing about Glass Cannon is it's supposed to be a win more item, but it's kind of just like, it gives so much base weapon damage that it's kind of just like a start winning and continue to win once you buy it, you know? Like, it's almost what, no, that's not, I wouldn't, oh, you were so lucky that Stoneform clipped. That was so dangerous. If our Stoneform landed us in between all of them, I'm pretty sure we just die. This gets just balls out. Now we call mid, surely. Actually, they have Fernal. You can't call mid. Fuck. I gotta make throat feels so chunk. They're so fucking. What's the word I'm looking for? But mid is really risky here just because they have Fernal. Fernal is like if the Infernus knows how to time it, it's almost a guaranteed steal. You using your Stoneform is the only real way you have to contest it. You have to be careful. I mean, I guess a good Bebop hook, but like, I don't trust my Bebop to hit that. Good Vin tether too, I suppose. Okay, you have Kelvin Dome. Actually, you're fine. I kind of completely forgot Kelvin existed. Never mind, this is a good call. Because I'm furnished. Oh, Kelvin's not at the fight. The way this should be done is if Infernus shows up, Kelvin just presses Dome. Yeah, there goes the. I mean, it sucks for Kelvin isn't there. But this is a bad fight for them. Like, how are you guys losing this? I guess they've all just respawned at this point. Yeah, you're just waiting to steal. No Stoneform's really bad then. That ult's too late. You can't make it now. Yeah. I don't fuck with Glass Cannon because it's mostly from watching other people buy it for no reason when they play A's. I mean, it's definitely a lot better than it used to be before the item rework. Like, before the item rework, it's pretty much troll to buy it on anyone besides Vindicta. Why do this... People, like, the way people talk reveals their insecurities so much. Like, you can tell this Bebop has never had sex. Because, like, when the Shiv is just like, why are you guys... Like, okay, yeah, sure, Shiv is being a little toxic, but also he's 100% right. I'm like, why is the Kelvin in the right... Like, pushing the right lane when we're, doing mid? But also... Why did he jump to this guy as an incel? Like, you can tell he is super insecure about himself being an incel, and that's why he goes there. I'd be careful dashing into this. We are still down players. If they just Abrams charge you, it's going to be so scary. Also, it's so hypocritical to, like, be like, oh, my teammates are, like, dog shit for infighting, so I'm going to now call them all incels. Advantage? Yeah, it was a 6v4. God, Bebop players make me want to strangle someone. This is way too much of an overchase, though. I think we're definitely gonna die. I've been very culpable of this, too. It's very common. When you chase like this, you just want to stop, like, here. You never want to jump down. The second you jump down, you're fucked. Really leaving here is not great. But, like, whenever you're chasing, this should be, like, I consider this the red zone of, like, you check your map here. Because so often teams won't chase out of base. And I see so many fights. This happens to me too. One person chases over too far, they chase down here, they get capped. What is wrong with this Bebop? He's 1 in 6, bro. Anyway. Let's see. Anyway, like, this should be the spot where you, like, your mind is like, okay, check the mini-map, what's happening? Oh, my team isn't chasing with me, we back off. I also am not even 100% sure if you route it that way, because I kind of space. But if you route it this way, then the point should be, like, this area. That the mental occurrence happens. Not really speaking like a human there, but close enough. There was this one bebop who kept talking about my teammates being fat or something. I mean, yeah, that's like a clear he's insecure about his weight type of thing. I mean, you always, whenever someone like, just whenever someone like calls you something, just call them it back, and like you hit a critical hit because they're talking about what they're insecure about. You know, not that I'm encouraging flaming, but like if you're getting flamed, they always just start by this is what they're insecure about. Like, yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's so, I mean, honestly, just pathetic. It's because people are okay, flaming, it's just whatever. People are tilted, but like, I don't know. There's some shit. It's just like, ugh, you're just so pathetic, man. Like, venting your insecurities in a fucking Deadlock game. You're weird too. Brother, this guy just got rejected. This guy just asked his fucking crush out, and she said no. On God. What the fuck? What if they just say racial insults? Then you just gotta mute them. I mean, then you're just like, you know, pieces of shit. You just gotta mute them. I don't know any critical hits for those guys yet. It sucks, but okay. I mean, it sucks to let they end like this, but it is just 7-0. Not much you can do into the 7-0. I mean, you kind of need to, it sucks. Just, I mean, Kelvin needs to be the one buying knockdown. Realistically, what the fuck? Okay, well, Kelvin really needs to be the one buying knockdown. But like, I don't know. You can need Holiday ult there or something too. Sucks no one on your team stops his ult. The questioning with Bebop wouldn't even be so hard. Wouldn't even be a hard rejection. She just said sorry. I think you're great, but we don't have a lot in common. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean that was unfortunate for sure. You really needed more CC on that 7, which I wouldn't mind building knockdown ourselves, honestly. It sucks to build knockdown here, but like if no one on your team does into like, you know, obviously this is a strong 7. I'm not hovering over the Bebop because since it actually shows their name, I cannot hover over this Bebop. But like because 7 is so fed and so strong, which he did buy on stop, but still, like just having knockdown to cancel his ult since our Holiday is not reliably canceling it, I think is the play. Kelvin should buy knockdown. Since he doesn't, I think we just need to. Oh no, I have usernames turned off. I have them turned off. Like I mean streamer mode. I turn on streamer mode when I coach because I, you know, I do a decent chunk of flaming. I ain't gonna lie. Besides, wait. This is super normal for a game of this elo, but aside from bad teammates, is there anything that can be done in the face of this nonsense? Oh, like them, do you mean them talking, or like the way they play, or the way they act, for lack of a better word? Like the way they're typing? Because realistically, it's just the mute button is a superpower. Like realistically, they start infighting, you just mute them, right? Whoever starts it, well, okay, never mind. What you should do is mute them. That's the place. You should just mute them. I'm a bit hypocritical in that regard. But the correct play is just to abuse the mute button. Press the mute button and call it a good day. And then you just never think about him again. I mean, I don't think 30% of games are unwinnable. I think you definitely are some unwinnable games, especially in lower elo, but it's definitely not near 30%. Like you could have carried this game, especially as like a gun IV. Like you could be 1v9. If you ever watch Highdocker, like he is fucking like 20k. Like you hit 20 minutes and he is 20k above everyone else in the lobby because he's just been sitting in his like jungle catching waves, and then he just one-shots everyone in 1v9s. Like this game is, it's hard, but it definitely is winnable. Obviously, at the point where also if you, okay. You can also be like the really good person and be like that tries to like repair team morale. Like I'm sure we've all had a dynamo in our game that's like, hey guys, let's not. Hey guys, we're all on the same team. We've all had that dynamo. But like, you know, it's that takes a lot more mental fortitude than I myself am capable of. Let's just put it that way. Anyway, as far as your notes, convert in the laning stage, we need to be more confirm plush than eye heavy. We were confirming, but we weren't like quick to confirm. Like we weren't ready. And then we weren't really looking for denies as much as we should be. We should really be posturing above, like our crosshair above minions that the enemies are shooting, and then just, you know, papa, hit a little deny. And then next, I would say your soul awareness is pretty bad. Our soul's creeped pretty high fairly often, especially when saving for those higher ticket items. When we're saving for a higher ticket item, we should know we're super weak, and just the second we hit that soul count, we should be beelining a shop. We should be immediately like, okay, we need to buy. Again, it's like excusable while you're just playing, but especially when you die, you need to open the shop. Like, you should be in shop thinking about your build, thinking about the enemies. What can I counter by when you're dead? Because there's nothing better you can do. So especially when we're dead, we should be looking at that. Next, the Thwomplat combo of being low to the ground, hitting the ult, hitting the stone form. Make sure to, you know, get your little combos up. I don't want to say be more farm heavy, like it, or do Wanderer's Ivy build. If you're gonna run High Docker's Ivy build, you have to be a greedy little goblin. Like, it's, well, you don't have to be. Obviously, like, you did fine damage, but like, I think High Docker would agree with this too. It's like Wanderer's build is better if you're not a greedy goblin. If you are a greedy goblin, High Docker's build is better, and I think that's where I would put it. So if you are going to play in this like fairly neutral spot, and you're like, you know, you're ahead of your teammates but not by much, probably do Wanderer's build. Or Wanderer's build. If you're going to like say hyper farming play like your Haze, do High Docker's build. And I think those are the biggest notes. Let me just write this up. And then if you're watching YouTube, I hope you enjoyed, and keep it real.